Today we will be testing the Intraday Momentum Index. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for Tradingview. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the Intraday Momentum Index. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 646 indicators, with 260 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Alright, so today's indicator is the Intraday Momentum Index, and you can see it here on the bottom of the screen. And so I did go in and make one slight change, and so I did tick the smooth IMI box right here. So this was before and this is after. Just kind of smoothed it out a little bit. On our last video we had something similar where we did the same thing and it worked out for us rather well, and so I figured why not. Anytime you have something that can kind of smooth out a little bit, it's generally a pretty good idea to apply that, especially when you get indicators that are super like spiky or super quick, like this here where it gets these really crazy spikes. And so that can be problematic sometimes, and then sometimes not so much. So I figured we would go ahead and test it with the smoothing on first and see what we can get out of that. We are looking for overbought and oversold. We've done this many times before, and so if the oscillating line is above the upper dashed line here, then we'll consider that a overbought type scenario, and we'll look for the red line to then cross back down below into the middle, and then we will go short. If the oscillating line crosses down below the dashed line here, we'll consider that in a oversold position, and we'll look for that red line, the oscillating line, to then cross back up into the middle, and then we will go long. So that's what we're looking for. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of it. Alright, so the first trade that we pick up is a short right here. We get that oscillating line crosses up above here, and then it comes back down, crossing the dash line to the downside right there. Unfortunately, as soon as we jump on that, it immediately pushes back to the upside there, which does come up and stop us out. It hits our stop there. So let's go ahead and continue on. All right, so the second signal that we pick up is a long signal right here. We get a cross to the downside just barely, then it moves back up, crossing back up right here. And we get a really nice push to the upside there, which does come up and get us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, we then pick up another short right here. And so we get that oscillating line crosses up and then back down into the middle right here on this one. And then we get this pretty decent little push to the downside here. That is enough to roll over, push down, and get us to our take profit once again. So let's go ahead and continue on. All right, then we pick up this long right here on this one. Same deal, oscillating line crosses down, then it punches back up right here, but almost immediately it rolls over, pushes to the downside, hits our stop, and stops us out on that one. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things don't take too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. Yeah, it's not looking too great. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And we have 1 and 2 winners. And so obviously that is not going to meet the 60% criteria that we were looking for. So I think what we'll do is go ahead and turn off the smoothing, test it again without the smoothing, and see what we can get out of it. That way we can kind of touch base on this a few different ways. Make sure that we didn't inadvertently put it on something that made it worse. And so in the next video, like I said, we'll go ahead and test it again that way and see what we can get out of it using it in that fashion. So that's it for now. We'll go ahead and put it on the no list, and we'll move on to the next video from here.